I would like this evening to share with you my journey from Kampala to Bremen and back, and maybe for first timers or those who are wondering where is Uganda, where is Kampala. You can see here we are located at the middle of the equator, so we do not have those days where we have to cover ourselves in very thick jackets. So it's a lovely weather here, and on a typical day, Kampala would look like this with a lot of motorcycles, but we enjoy that, navigating around the city. And on the other hand, these are my lovely friends that I met in Bremen, and I love this photo very much. And I know those who have been in Bremen, these are also your lovely friends. Yeah, so a little bit of myself. I did a bachelor's degree in environmental science at Makerere University here in Kampala. And then after graduation, I worked a bit in the Fisheries Resources Institute, and then I moved to Bremen to study Master of Science in International Studies in Tropical Aquatic Ecology from 2012 to 2014. And in total, I have worked for about 9 years, both in research and development cooperation. And I am very passionate about the environment. And I think it's also the reason why I chose to go to Bremen to study about water and about the environment. This is a picture on our graduation day. I think in every life of a student, they look forward to the day that they graduate. And again, to take you back a bit about Uganda, for some of you who have not maybe had the chance to visit Uganda or to even Google about Uganda, I would like to encourage you to do so, or even visit Uganda if the COVID situation allows. Uganda is a very lovely country with very lovely people. I'm sure still that. And what you will find in Uganda, we have a lot of biodiversity, but also given our environment here, we have so many fruits that grow in our country. So if you come to Uganda one day, you will not starve with vitamins. I also put for you one of our delicacies. It's called a rolex. So that is like a fast food. I mean, our country is really diverse as far as culture is concerned, but there is that unique kind of dish that's, common to everyone. And for us, I think here is a rolex. Everyone knows a rolex, irrespective of which country you come from. And also being passionate about the environment, I like the shoebill, this bird, so much. So I thought I should also show you a shoebill. And of course, Uganda is one of those countries where you go in the wild with your raw eggs and you boil them. We have also hot springs here in Uganda. So welcome to Uganda. Now, going into a bit of my journey from Kampala to Bremen and then back. So it was quite an interesting journey. And every time I look back and say, wow, this was quite something. And when I got the news that I have been selected to get a scholarship from DAD, I was in the field on Lake Victoria, but I was very, very excited. However, I managed to contain my excitement. So this is the picture here, which I really posted for you. I think I will never forget that picture. And so I got the news, I've been selected. I had mixed feelings. Where am I going to begin from? I've never been abroad. It was my first time abroad. So it was a lot of mixed feelings. but I was very positive. I was very optimistic. I did apply for the scholarship because I really wanted to go to study. I wanted to improve myself. So I moved to German to Bremen in 2012. And yeah, I started my studies there. I also did the online course for the German language, which was very, very helpful. I moved to German to study, and since the course that I did was very diverse, and again, I'll speak a bit about that. I really liked the ISATEC program because it was very diverse and with a lot of opportunities. I had the chance to travel to any tropical country that I liked to do research. And I went to Zanzibar in 2013 for 6 months. I lived there, and then I moved back to Bremen to finalize my studies and also to graduate. And then in 2014, I moved back to Kampala. So this photo, for those of you who live in Bremen, you're very familiar with the Bremen airport. So there I was, fresh graduate from Uni Bremen, and going back to Kampala. I didn't have a job, and probably I had a few savings from my stipend, but yeah, there was quite a lot in my mind. Where do I start from? How do I reintegrate back into the home system after living now abroad for 2 years? But I was very contented in within, because I had achieved what I wanted to achieve in Bremen. And yeah, the journey was how I tell you a little bit about how I found this journey and the key things that I learned, or what I really pick out of my journey. As I already explained to you, it was not only from Kampala to Bremen, but it also had a semester abroad. So there was quite a lot that happened within short time. But I really learned to it changed my perspective towards life. I came to appreciate even the small help of someone just asking you, do you need help? Are you lost? I appreciated that. And to me, I think the turning point was when I went to Zanzibar. Of course, going to German, different environment. I was a bit prepared for that because I read about it a lot, and everything happily worked out well. But the game changer was when I went to Zanzibar, because I think I underestimated that, the 6 months. And here I am, well, I'm African, I'm going to an African country, so all will be okay. I mean, in the end, everything was okay, but it was quite a journey. I reached the island. First of all, people didn't speak much English at the coast where I was staying, so it meant I had also to learn a bit of Swahili. Luckily, I had learned a bit of it in school, but what I found at the island just really taught me to learn to be adaptive, because and it just taught me that sometimes in life, if life offers you oranges, just squeeze juice out of them and take the oranges. So, and if you have to do something to really make things happen, then you have to do that. Yeah. I mean, Uganda is a landlocked country. There is no sea. We do not have most of the lobsters you can see here. But I had to adapt to the environment. I had to answer so many questions to people who were asking me. So you're here doing research on seaweed, on sea cucumbers. No, even Uganda, they don't have sea cucumbers. What are you here for? So I had to explain quite a lot. So my strategy to really cope in within, I just said I just have to be myself and do what people are doing. So if it's roasting lobsters, go. Make earrings, do whatever. So I really blended in, and yeah, it worked out well. And in general, this journey was really also about learning and exploring. I can say, I think I can't re-echo this more. I really learned a lot, during these 2 years that I was abroad. I learned about the German system, how things work in Europe, quite different, actually, very different from how things operate here. But I also had the opportunity to learn how things are done just here at the neighborhood. Yeah, in most cases, you see, sometimes we could sit with maybe colleagues, or you hear even people, they think sometimes that Africa is a small village. Yeah, it's like a very small continent. But I really found a very big difference just even going next door here in Tanzania, in Zanzibar. So I learned quite a lot, not only from the academic point of view, but also from the social point of view. And again, I can say that this journey was full of professional growth. My class was very, very diverse. And I just thought to put a picture here of my lovely colleagues from the ISATEC class. We were diverse with students from Panama, Guatemala, Spain, Germany, Namibia, Zimbabwe. So it was quite a diverse class. And I learned a lot from my colleagues. We shared a lot. It was quite a lot and interesting. Yeah, everything that we learned, there was at least perspective to this. In this country we do it like this. In my country we do it like this. So I really found
just for looking at him
a lot of professional growth. And then, of course, after graduation, I came back to Kampala, to Uganda. And as I already explained to you, I didn't have a job. I was just optimistic. Yeah, what I had, I think, was my degree. I think the host had muted me. So what I had with me coming back to Kampala was my degree. And I remember, of course, starting applications, putting applications here and there. And luckily, I found a job with GIZ here, the water program, which was supporting the Ugandan Ministry of Water and Environment here to improve water security, especially for communities here in Uganda which do not have sufficient water. And I remember very well my first project, or the project that we worked on, we had it was in Karamoja, and I think some of the Ugandan colleagues here know Karamoja, or it's in the northeastern part of the country with all these hills, as you can see. And while I was in the field, I think it was so tiresome. And I was like, okay, I want a job. I love to work, but I think this is too much for me. Yeah, everything, looked so new to me. It was like I really had to learn quite a lot. Of course, I had my knowledge from the university, but to me, I had to learn a lot. But with the skills that I gained at the university, I really I was able to navigate through, and also with support from colleagues, it was not very difficult again. So we started working on some of these projects, and since then we have worked on. We have worked on a couple of projects with here in Uganda, together with our partners here. We work. My work with GIZ also involves working with the private sector, with government, supporting the government here, building the capacity of the government here, especially in the area of improving access to water and how water resources are managed. Much as in Uganda we have so many fresh water bodies, you still find some parts of the country they are semi-arid. There is not really sufficient access to water. So I have been involved in projects, in water projects that really aim at improving water security for the people here. Yeah, apart from that, I have also, as I said, I really love the environment, and I have been intentional to do work that really aims at protecting the environment. And I just together with a few other colleagues, we co-founded a network of professional women who are using geospatial technologies here in Uganda from different sectors. So these women are working on in the environment, they are working in forestry, in lands, in different sectors here. Others, they are teaching, but they are using geospatial technologies. So having worked in research, and I saw how we used to struggle getting access to data. It's a male-dominated field, so I was really motivated with friends to start this network where we give women an opportunity to connect, to learn, to share their experiences in the use of geospatial technologies. I have also been I've also been motivated to walk the talk. And by this, I mean, yeah, we have very nice policies here. We talk about save the environment, do this, but sometimes this is stopping in our offices. So in my free time, I'm very intentional to do activities that really, protect the environment. I'm talking about, things like tree planting, talking to people about environment issues, and also supporting causes that are really working towards protecting the environment. Yeah, what key lessons I've learned so far in this journey? I think there are quite a number of lessons that I have learned. It's a journey which is not yet complete, and I think I have just started it. But I have come to learn and appreciate the fact that it's always important to create professional networks. In case there are some students here, also maybe this
Kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Lord Jesus.
This could also be a good opportunity. It has been very helpful for me having a professional network, colleagues that I can, count on in case I need any help. I have been also intentional to reaching out to people. I have also invested time in also giving back, because sometimes in professional growth, you may not need to walk the journey alone. And I've been privileged to know people, amazing people along my career journey who have also supported me quite a lot. I remember this was my supervisor, Dr. Msuya from Tanzania. She even came here to Uganda to meet me, to just talk to me, to give me advice of how I can, enhance my career growth and development. So in case there are any students on this call, I just want to remind you that you do not have to walk this journey alone. Talk to people. There are people out there, seniors, professors, whatsoever, who are really willing to offer you career advice and career guidance. And again, as I mentioned, the journey is not yet over. The journey continues. I'm always seeking opportunities to learn, to grow, to also impact. I'm trying my best to give back. It really it softens my soul, and it really makes me happy when I hear a student getting a scholarship. And I think I wrote it in my Espresso interview. I was the first student to go to Bremen to study the ISATEC master's course. And as I talk now, I think we are now 3 students. The 3rd student will go this year to Bremen to study from Uganda. So it really gives me joy to see that more and more alumni, especially from the ISATEC program, are coming from Uganda. So I wasn't the first one. So I was the first one, but I'm not the only one, and probably so many students will go. But also in general, there are students coming to Germany to study. And yeah, I really feel good when I hear about students or other students also progressing well. And I'm also constantly again looking for opportunities to network and to connect with other people, spaces to collaborate. And I think that's also how I came to know Christoph, who is connecting the alumni, network. I'm always looking out for a space to collaborate, a space to connect with other people, especially in my career. But of course, this has not been a one-man offshore. There are so many people who have been and still continue to be, behind the scene, supporting me, giving me positive energy. And to me, I think I really found it very helpful during my time in Bremen, having a support system. Yeah, because I left Uganda and I said, okay, I'm going to Germany. I do not have any relative there. Honestly speaking, I didn't have any relative in Germany, though I had friends. But I'm just going, and yeah, let whatever comes, whatever comes is fine. But I reached Bremen, and I really found very nice people, very supportive people, very supportive colleagues, classmates, whom even until now I'm still in touch with them. Mama and Papa, they are also on the call. Thank you very much for being there. And I also benefited from the support from my family and friends. And I think this is also something that I would really like to re-echo, that sometimes in life you just need that person who will tell you, you know what, you're doing great. You know what, you can make it. You know what, you're not the first one facing probably that challenge. You can make it. You can go through. Come on, you've come a long way. I think everyone needs those kind of people in their life or in their career journey. And I must say, I've had very, very good people behind my career. And yeah, I think that's a bit of my journey. And yeah, I hope you've picked something from there. And yeah, those are just my contacts in case you would like to keep in touch.